them. They hurt though. They hurt in my face. Gloves.
What's up, keepers, and welcome back to ARS Goalkeeping. I'm Alberto, the goalkeeper coach and glove guru, and today we have a special video in for you guys because we're going to be looking over the best gloves of 2019 over $100 US. And how do I choose my top 5 gloves for the best gloves of 2019? There's a few criteria that are really important, starting with comfort and fit. Then we want to go to latex, then durability, performance, and then availability. And when we talk more about this, comfort and fit is probably my most important area. When I talk about comfort and fit, I'm looking at how does this glove fit on my hand? How does it sit on and off the ball? And do I have to routinely restrap the glove or feel like I have to pull the glove down or I see a little bit of bubbling? All of those things go into comfort and fit. If I can put a glove on and really just think about, wow, this fits really nice and not have to do much else with the glove, that is a superb comfort and fit, and it's what I'm going for when I'm talking about a good fit and a really comfortable pair of gloves. Next we want to talk about is latex. The latex on the glove is probably the most important thing for a lot of younger keepers, and what a lot of keepers really see online is those crazy latex grip tests. Now, the latex doesn't have to be the grippiest latex to be a very good latex, but when we're talking about gloves over $100 US, you want to make sure that you are getting a good, very grippy latex. So that's something that we want to look at, and also good quality latex means better quality durability and good quality hold. When we talk about good latex, we're always going to end up talking about the durability. And durability doesn't only cover latex, because even if you have good latex durability, but you have bad stitching on the backhand or some weak glue holding the glove together in some areas, and the glove starts to fall apart, then it doesn't matter if you have great palm durability when the rest of the glove is falling off of your hand. So durability is our next important point when we're talking about these glove criteria for the top 5 gloves of 2019. And our final point has to be availability. When we're looking at a pair of gloves, or when I'm talking to you guys about a pair of gloves, I want to make sure that I'm trying to get you guys the best pair of gloves that you can actually get. Some of these gloves are very difficult to find, and it's one of the reasons why they end up getting knocked down a little bit on the list. You won't always find gloves like these being sold worldwide. It's very hard for goalkeepers to find a good goalkeeper shop, so it's something that we have to think about when we're buying a pair of goalkeeper gloves, which is shipping, price, and availability. So without teasing you guys anymore, let's jump right into these top 5 gloves of 2019 over $100 US. And the first glove that I would choose, or number 5 on the list, is the Nike SGT RS, or reverse stitch model. The reverse stitch model is a negative model of, or a negative cut model of the SGT, which originally comes in a flat cut, and this SGT RS is the promo model. The promo models are available to pros, and you can find them online with top quality latex. It is Nike's highest level latex on their promo models. Now, the Nike SGT RS is one of my favorite negative cuts for fit and padded comfort. Now, when I say padded comfort, this is one of the nicest feeling and padded negative cut gloves that I've ever used in the past 2-3 years. The Nike SGT has always been a very good glove, but this RS, or reverse stitch model, takes it to that next level. And you can still see top level pros like Allison using this exact black and the Nike green check model with the smaller Nike check on their gloves, because it's just a top quality level glove. I really love the fit on it. But there are a few things that make it stay in the 5th place. Why it isn't any higher is probably this SGT latex, which Nike says that it's better or makes it better for catching the ball, but in my eyes it actually makes it tear a lot quicker, and once the tearing begins, it makes it really just flake off a lot faster, and that makes it very low on durability couple that with a high quality contact latex from Nike, and we're looking at a glove that isn't very durable for a price of about 150 plus if you can find them. The other issue is it's very hard to find these RS promo models. Normally you can only find them in European stores. You don't see them. They're not very popular in the US, which to me is crazy because I love this fit, but it's something that I hope to see change. I would love to see more of these Nike SGT RSs because the SGT is very popular in the US, and this model is probably one of the top, if not my favorite Nike SGT model, and it's the best fitting Nike glove on the market right now. And coming up on number 4 on our list is the UHLSPORT Reflex Cut Super Grip. I have the radar control model, coolest models that I've gotten from UHLSPORT. One of the reasons is this inside little wristband kind of thing they have here. They have these bumps that UHLSPORT says supposedly makes the blood flow to your wrist increase. I'm not sure about that, but it feels pretty interesting on the hand. And then the fit of the cut. This is one of my favorite things. And when we're going over our main characteristics or our main points for our, the top 5 gloves, comfort and fit is the king. And this comfort and fit, I love a very tight fitting glove. And this is an extremely tight fitting super grip glove. Also, this latex, the Super Grip latex, if you've been watching my video for a while or if you've been watching my reviews for a while, you know I love Super Grip latex. It is one of the top quality latexes on the market right now. And it doesn't just come with one of the nicest cuts of 2019 when it comes to hybrid cuts. It also is feature packed. It's jam packed with a ton of great little features that make the glove fit nicer and ooze class. This wrist strap is one of them. It's an extended wrist strap with a little bit of latex on there with an area for personalization. There's also a nice hex kind of strap area, and I love this right here, this Leica insert that makes it nice and stretchy, fits your hand perfectly. Then you have a nice super grip wrap all the way to the back. The thumb is completely wrapped, and you have this kind of embossed latex on the side that goes all the way over, making it extremely tight fitting, very strong fitting, almost like having a pair of claws on your hand, goalkeeper gloves. Now, the reasons why this glove did not go any higher than 4th place, there are a few of them, right? And the first one, and probably the biggest one, is it's the most expensive glove on this group. It's about $180 US to get these right out of the market, right out of the bag. But it is like getting a BMW and a Mercedes. It is the top quality level gloves, and that super grip latex is going to end up costing you. The next thing is this is a high maintenance glove. Now, what I mean by high maintenance glove is you can listen to this. That's grip. I've had these gloves for several months now, and you can hear that grip still being there. So you would think the durability is extremely high, but the truth is it's only high because I took very good care of these gloves. You got to take a lot of care of super grip level gloves and UHLSPORT gloves like these if you want to make them last long. If you're that type of keeper that likes to throw your gloves down into the mud and then not clean them after that, these are not going to end up doing you very well, and they're going to end up asking for a lot more maintenance. And high maintenance ended up making these gloves drop a little bit down, especially with that high price. And even with a lot of care and tender loving care, you're still gonna end up making these gloves last you maybe a season if you use them a lot. So now that we're done with our number 4s, we're moving on to number 3s. I was using these gloves when I broke my finger at the beginning of the year, and I really ended up liking them. And I was telling REUSCH that I love the area that they were going with. Because when REUSCH started with these ultralight gloves, and at this moment, the ultralight gloves, every pair has a pair of ultralight gloves, or every brand has a pair of ultralight gloves. But REUSCH went for a good mix of ultralight, not only making it long and go down the wrist, which I think is very important for gloves going down. If you're gonna go with a lighter pair of gloves, you need a higher support. You need better support, so you need that wrist to be extended. REUSCH went and gave it a strong backhand. So my number 3 is the REUSCH AX2 Pure Contact. I absolutely love these gloves, especially for how great they did in the wet weather and how good the grip was in the wet weather and in all round weather conditions. Now, why did the REUSCH AX2 end up being my number 3? One of the number one things for this is this fit and comfort. The Evolution cut has a much stronger cut inside here, and it's a much nicer negative style cut to reach the ultralight styles. It really does feel like it's doing a superb job of just reaching down your hands and becoming a very good goalkeeper glove with a different style. This was one of the first pair of REUSCH gloves in the last year and a half that I really felt, oh wow, I cannot wait to use more gloves of this style. You can see that it has a strong vamp stitching on the sides. It's a very nice looking pair of gloves, and even after a good long time since I've used these gloves, they still look pretty nice. And overall durability of the gloves was very good. It's a medium level durability for a high level glove, which is not something you normally see. Now, the reason why the REUSCH AX2 stayed in third place and didn't rise up to second or first place is just because after a little while, the fit could get a little bit annoying. Sometimes I did feel myself having to restrap this astrometric cuff. I would like to see a little bit of a nicer way to clasp it down and keep it there and make sure for my hands small like mine that it really gets down. But overall, the grip on the latex, it isn't the best, tackiest grip in the world, but for the high quality price that you're paying for, I would like to see a little more tackiness. Overall, the performance and durability wise is pretty freaking good, but when you compare it to some other gloves on the market or some other gloves on this top 5 list, the durability and the grip of this latex does not really match up with some of the other gloves. So it ended up keeping it in the third position or the number 3 position. And if you can find these guys on sale, get yourself a pair. So going from our number 3s over to our number 2s, the PUMA 1 Hybrid. I absolutely love the PUMA 1 Hybrid. It was probably the best fitting glove that I ever had, and honestly, I'm surprised I don't see more keepers wearing these gloves and talking about and pretty much just giving all of the accolades that this glove deserves. It is one of the best gloves of 2019, and I'm sure that there's some PUMA lovers that will say that this is the best glove of 2019, and it's one of the reasons why it ended up at number 2 on my list. The PUMA 1 Hybrid 1, probably one of the worst things that they could have done is given it such a terrible name. The PUMA 1 Hybrid 1, who the hell says that? It's just way too many ones in the name, and they love to use PUMA 1 a lot. So this glove was so good it deserved to get itself a good name. Maybe just call it the Puma. You know, this is the glove that you're gonna see a lot of pro keepers wear. I think I just saw Buffon wearing these gloves. They are really nice for a plethora of reasons. This is a hybrid cut, and it is one of the nicest hybrid cuts for keepers that like a tight fit with rolled latex that still has that kind of cushy padded feel that we want in our goalkeeper gloves. And you can see it right here. You have this rolled latex here, you got the negative on the inside, and you got that rolled, really rolled latex on the pinky, and then we got this kind of fat looking thumb. You got the backhand that's full of neoprene that's very nice and soft, but it's well padded. And then you got a thick embossed latex here for a punching platform. And it looks simple, it looks, you know, normal, but it's so nice. And that's what PUMA did right with these gloves. They found a perfect mix of a good cut that feels amazing, and it looks pretty freaking good. The wrist strap is an extended or elastic style wrist strap, so you can get it real nice and tight. And the wristband is a neoprene insert, so it does have this kind of nice style of insert. The whole glove oozes class. It is probably, yeah, it's still one of my favorite fitting gloves of 2019. Definitely, if you are looking for a pair of gloves and you can find these on sale, these are the pair of gloves you want to get. And another one of the top things for this glove is the latex, right? Our latex on this pair of gloves is the normal PUMA Ultimate Latex. It's a good style latex, but it's not as good as PUMA's Elite Latex that you might find on the pro level gloves. It's a good all-round latex, but not something like a contact level latex or URG 1.0. It is not crazy sticky, and it's one of the reasons why the PUMA 1 hybrid ones, as well as their names, ended up at number 2, is because this latex could have been just a little bit stickier, and the extended palm, while nice, it's a little flimsy, and I would have liked to see it a little bit longer and a little bit farther down the hand. I feel like that would be really nice for the glove and take it to that next level. But those 2 small points ended up making it go down in rankings and making it at number 2. It's also not as easy to find in some of the brands or in some of the world. So you might not have a great time finding the gloves, or might have to pay a little more extra on shipping. But if you can find these gloves, and it's the end of 2019, so you can get them for sale, this is a top quality glove and one of the number 1 gloves that I would recommend in our top 5 gloves of 2019 over $100 US. So from our number 2, the PUMA 1 hybrid ones, where can we go from, right? I think you guys know where I'm going with. I always say great things about the gloves, but I do want to talk a lot about these. The number 1 goalkeeper gloves over $100 US for me in the 2019 is going to be the Predator Pro negative versions with the strap. Very important, with the strap. These 2019 versions, if you're getting them with the strap removable, they are not the top 5 gloves that I would recommend, and I would not recommend them into the top 5 list. But if you can get one of these gloves and you can get the strap with a non-removable strap, this is one of the top level gloves for several reasons. One of my favorite things with Adidas and the Predator model and the Response model and the Ace Trans Pro is the fact that when Adidas makes a pair of gloves, they set the bar, they set the standard. They make a pair of gloves and then everybody else pretty much copies what they do. Starting with the extended elastic wrist strap, we got this extended palm here, you got the durability abrasion zone that everyone started using, and this overall fit. This model right here is the Manuel Neuer 2.0 URG. The URG 2.0 is also the better latex. Don't go for a URG 1.0 Adidas Predator model. It's going to have the craziest latex you'll ever use, but it's also going to rip up very quickly. And I'm willing to go up to bat for this. I wouldn't be surprised if the Adidas Predator Pro models and the Adidas models are some of the highest selling across the world and most used by professional goalkeepers for a lot of reasons. They are the easiest pair of gloves. I have found them everywhere across the world, from Colombia, Germany, USA. Every single soccer store is gonna have an Adidas Predator model. If not the actual pro models, they're gonna have a takedown model. So everyone has seen or used these gloves, and there are a million colors and different colorways. Adidas comes out with a new color of these gloves, I wanna say like every 2 to 3 weeks, which is great for us, because if you wanna get a pair of these gloves and you don't wanna pay the $100 to get some of these gloves, or the $115 to get them in the older models. Just make sure that they're at the same model, or get them in the older colors, and make sure that they're in the 2019 model. They're gonna be just as good. Make sure that they have the straps that are stuck or stitched on, none of this removable wrist strap BS, and you will get a top quality glove. It is probably the main reason why these gloves ended up in number 1, is because anyone can get yourself a pair of gloves. You can find them on sale. They will really do well. I have not heard of one keeper who didn't have them on and didn't like them, or didn't think that they were very high quality. They found other gloves maybe that they liked better, but no one has put on a pair of Predators and thought, these gloves are terrible. This is quality level gloves and some of the best goalkeeper gloves on the market, and it's why Adidas is probably my favorite market brand to always go back to, and I'm always waiting to see what they're gonna do next with gloves like these. So that's it. Those are our top 5 gloves and their honorable mentions for the best gloves of 2019 over $100. Make sure to check in the descriptions where I'll have the links for all of these gloves where you can get them and maybe where you can find some of the better prices for them. And make sure to jump in on our Discord and everything else so you can get in on the Glove Miss giveaways. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again very soon.